Have you ever wondered why you're dogging it, won't even try, or are failing? Today in this video, I'd like to share with you 7 primary reasons why you won't even try, or you're failing, or you're not getting what you want. And these 7 reasons are based on high-performance studies, evidence accumulated over a number of years in studying high performers. And then we also want to take a look at what you can do about it. So number 1 of the 7 reasons you're not getting what you want is lack of motivation, lack of drive, lack of energy, lack of just getting up and doing what you need to do. So how can you build more motivation? What's usually missing is what's called the intrinsic and extrinsic values, meaning what are the benefits for you and what are the extended benefits, the benefits for anyone you care about, for you to accomplish your goal, to reach that, to manifest or create what it is you want in your life. Very important to include that. If you're a dynamic meditator, if you're a Silva Method grad or whatever, these are things we teach in our Silva Method Life and Intuition System immersion experience, you want to be sure to include the benefits to your customers, the benefits to your family, the benefits also to yourself. Second reason would be opportunity cost. Something's missing. Life is full of choices, and often we're given opportunities, and you only have so much bandwidth. You only have so much time in the day. You only have so much energy to expend. So it's really important to be selective and to prioritize with respect to what's in alignment with your values. Because everything you say yes to will cost you time, and you will then not have the time to do other things. So sometimes it's the opportunity cost. We don't want to miss out on something. We don't want to miss out on being with our family or another aspect of our business. A third reason you could look at would be confidence. This is a biggie for a lot of us. In my now going into my 51st year doing this work, in traveling the world, facilitating the Silva Method experience and coursework for people, I have found that the lack of self-confidence is perhaps the single strongest reason why people won't even make an attempt, won't even take that next bold move, won't even go out on their own because of self-doubt. So for example, would you like to be disappointed? Do you enjoy being disappointed? If I were to say, who today would like to have a nice big disappointment? Really? Of course not. So can you see how strategically sometimes we only plan so much, only aim so high because we don't want to be let down? A fourth reason we could look at would be health and energy. Oh, wow. Especially today. You got to have health and vitality. You got to have wellness. Because if your health is failing, if your immune system is compromised, then you're going to get sick more often. And you're going to be laid up in bed for days, weeks, or maybe more. So it's important that you employ a lot of self-care tools to be careful to take care of yourself. Get proper sleep. Make sure that you're doing the day, taking some relaxation breaks, ideally some meditation. Likewise, if we go back to confidence, a sure way to build some self-confidence is to have evidence to support your conviction. To look back into your past, not too distant past, as it would be best, and look at something, a similar challenge, a similar situation, where you succeeded, where you excelled. And that's evidence. No one can take that away from you, so that you can hold your head up high and say, I've been there, done that. If I've done it before, I can certainly do it again. Very important, building that. A fifth step might be lack of social support, lack of people in your life who will encourage you, who are in your corner, who will champion you. We really need to be very careful, don't we, about who we spend most of our time with. You know, have you ever had an idea, a dream, a goal, and you tell friends, and say, forget it, you can never do that. And then, of course, there are friends who will support you and encourage you and ask, how can I help? So nobody does it alone. You may need a team, you may need instruction, you may want to hire a coach, take a coursework. It's important to have that social support. Because by our very nature, we like to belong. We like to be accepted. And if we're not consciously aware of that, often we follow the followers just so that we can fit in better. So the question is, maybe you're fitting in, but are you getting what you want? Are you living the life you want? Surround yourself with people who will support you, will encourage you, will champion you. Next reason, number 6 in the hit parade here, would be lack of resources. So yeah, it's one thing you have confidence, but perhaps you lack the competence, the skill, the training. So when you look at some of the dreams, you may want to scale up your business. You may want to become self-employed. You may want to be a therapist, a psychologist. You may want to have a deep, rich, loving relationship. Well, all of that takes work. And it's important to have the skills so that we can navigate through the chaos of life. We can navigate through life with more grace, more ease, and in flow with our intuition. And last and not least, possibly the most essential, lack of future identity. If you don't have a clear vision, a clear life vision, that will get in the way. And no doubt, no matter how much you love what you do, I find myself, I love doing this work. I've been doing it since 1971, working with the Silva Method. I travel the world. I've worked with hundreds of thousands of people, in person, by the way, in small to large groups. Nowadays, we're doing them virtually also. However, there are some aspects that, not my thing, I don't enjoy so much. So if I can delegate it, I delegate. If I can hire someone to do it, I do. Or maybe it's just something that I need to do no matter what. When you have a clear vision of what you're working toward, the big picture, your ideal life. In fact, it's a beautiful exercise to do. I'd like you to do it every night, or at least occasionally during the week. Sit back, close your eyes, allow a few slow, deep breaths, and imagine your best self emerging in all that you do, and how that will influence tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now. Play with that. And what you'll notice when you do that, even though it hasn't happened yet, you just can't help but feeling more hopeful that things can be better. We're never stuck. Life is full of choices. So my friends, the 7 reasons why you're either not getting it or failing, or you won't even try make an effort: lack of motivation, opportunity cost, confidence, self-confidence, your health, your energy, lack of social support, lack of resources, training that might be needed, skill set that might be needed, and your future identity. I hope you find this helpful. Stay tuned for more. My name is Ken Coscia. I'm the lead instructor. I serve as the training director for the Silva Method.